Good morning, students. Today we'll see the introduction to the thermodynamics. So basically thermodynamics can be defined as the science of energy. Although everybody has a feeling of what energy is, it is difficult to give a precise definition for it. Energy can be viewed as the ability to cause changes. So the thermodynamics stems from the Greek word, two Greek words. One is a therm, that is meaning its meaning is heat, and second is the dynamics, that means power, which is the most descriptive of early efforts to convert heat into power. So that is the thermodynamics. Then what is the energy? The ability to cause changes is called as a energy. Now, it introduction to this thermodynamics. It basically it is based on the law of conservation of energy. Basically, based on a law of conservation of energy. It simply states that during an interaction, energy can change from one form to another, but the total amount of energy remains constant. That is, energy cannot be created or destroyed. Now here you can see one example is given of the law of conservation of energy. A rock falling off a cliff, a rock falling from a cliff, for example, picks up speed. For example, picks up speed as a result of its potential energy being converted to the kinetic energy. Potential energy being converted into kinetic energy. The conservation of energy principle also forms the backbone of the diet industry. So, a person, if you take an example of a person who has a smaller energy input than output, will lose weight. Okay, and the person who has a greater energy input than the energy output, that is the exercise, will gain a weight. So the change in energy content of a body or other system is equal to the difference between energy input and energy output. Now, another important law in this is the first law of thermodynamics. It's simply an expression of the conservation of energy principle, and it asserts the energy is a thermodynamic property. So the first law asserts the energy as a thermodynamic property. Now the second law of thermodynamics asserts that energy has a quality as well as the quantity, and actual processes occurs in the direction of decreasing quality of energy. Now for example, if you take an example of a cup of hot coffee, a cup of hot coffee left over the on a table eventually get cools off, but a cup of cool coffee in the same room never gets hot by itself. The high temperature energy of the coffee is degraded into a less useful form of lower temperature once it is transferred to the surrounding air. So, although the principle of thermodynamics have been in existence since the creation of the universe, thermodynamics did not emerge as a science until the construction of first successful atmospheric steam engine in England. Another type is the classical thermodynamics. Now, in a classical the macroscopic approach to the study of thermodynamics, the macroscopic approach to the study of thermodynamics that doesn't require a knowledge of the behavior of individual particles, that does not require knowledge of the behavior of an individual particles, is called as a classical thermodynamics. It provides a direct and easy way to the solution of engineering problems. A more elaborative approach based on the average behavior of large group of individual particles is called as a statistical approach or a statistical thermodynamics. So the microscopic approach is rather involved, and it is used in the text. Now the applications of the thermodynamics, various applications of the thermodynamics. Now, if we take an example, all activities in nature involve some interaction between energy and matter. Thus, it is hard to imagine an area that does not relate to the thermal science in a same manner. Therefore, developing a good understanding of basic principles of thermal science has long been an essential part of an engineering education. Thermal sciences are commonly encountered in many engineering systems and other aspects of life, and one does not need to go very far to see some application area of them. In fact, one does not need to go anywhere. The heart, your own heart, is constantly pumping blood to all the parts of the human body. Various energy conversions occur in trillion of body cells, and the body heat generated is constantly rejected to the environment. The human comfort is closely tied to the rate of this metabolic heat rejection. We try to control this heat transfer rate by adjusting our clothing to the environmental condition. Also, any defect in the heart and the circulatory system is a major cause of an alarm. Other applications of thermal sciences are right where one lives. An ordinary house is in some respect an exhibition hall filled with the wonders of thermal sciences. Many ordinary household utensils and appliances are designed in whole or in part by using the principle of thermal sciences. Some examples include the uh, electric or a gas geyser, the heating and air conditioning system, the refrigerator, the humidifier, the pressure cooker, the water heater, shower, iron, plumbing and sprinkling systems, and even the computer, TV, DVD player on a larger scale. Thermal sciences play a major part in the design and analysis of automotive engines, rockets, jet engines, and conventional or a nuclear power plant. Even solar collector and transportation of water, crude oil, natural gas, the water distribution system in cities, and the design of vehicles from ordinary car to the airplanes. The energy efficient home that you may be living in, for example, is designed on the basis of minimizing the heat loss in a winter and heat gain in the summer. The size, location, and the proper input of a fan of your computer is also selected after a thermodynamic heat transfer and fluid flow analysis. Thank you.